Can you hear me now? Now? Strong silent type. Yeah. Yes, gotcha. Okay, cool. So that means that. Sorry for the confusion there, guys. I was just 10. Thank you, guys. That's absolutely lovely. Really, really helpful when I'm trying to figure out if sound's on or not, and everyone replies. How can we fail? I love it. I really appreciate it. Okay, so new picture. I've just gessoed this big, giant board we're looking at here, and I am so ready to attack it. I've been playing with this stuff and I thought I feel a bit guilty, if I'm being honest, about the starting these works, because typically I've been starting them in Reels and on Instagram, and I thought, you know what? Let's show TikTok some love. Let's actually start a work right here on TikTok, like the good old days, and take it right the way through to the middle. And you know what? Instagram and the Reels and the little TikTok videos, they can have something in the middle. But we're doing a starting one here, so I'm excited for that. Jay, lovely to see you here. Now, exciting development, I can read your comments on a little thing here, right beside the artwork. So I should conceivably miss less. But famous last words, because you never know. But it should work better. There's a little thing here. See the thing I'm pointing to? That's got your comments on it. And I can't wait, because it makes it so much easier for me to read these things. Now, same story, different day. We have, voila, a plate. And I'm going to put that down over there. And I'm going to show you our picture in just a second. But first off, I'm going to grab my blacks and blues. Blacks and blues are going to kick off this painting. And I'm talking about my French aquamarines. I'm talking about, I didn't say it, but a wee bit of purple, because why not? There we go, a deep dark purple. Blacks, we're defaulting to carbon black. We do have Mars black. It's not going to hit the spot for what we need to do this time around. There we go. An absolute load of black. That's what we're after. And then clear painting medium, because I need this paint to dry fast. I need it to go everywhere. There we go. Beautiful. I'm coming back, guys. I did technically abandon you, but I am coming back. Here we are. Hey, Angel, how we doing? Oh, shared the live. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. You know, I always appreciate it when you share this live. All right, here's our messy palette. Ah, that's right. Showing you the picture. I forget these things. Here we go. Here's our picture. This is going to be our new painting. This is the exciting one that I was planning for. This one doesn't have an owner. This is a project of passion for me. So this is deep dive. Now, I searched high and low for the right picture, and it ended up coming off Shutterstock. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a lady. She's underwater, and she's diving up with her surfboard. So it's got correlated factors to our other picture, which was Mahalo, but it's going to have its own unique identity, being that this particular picture is underwater. So, without further ado, you wild bunch, I'm going straight into the blacks. Now, the blacks are going down with a little bit of gesso gel, and they're going to dry incredibly fast because we've got lots to add to this painting. Thanks, Angel. Appreciate that. Where am I painting from, Jay? That is a great question. I'm painting from Auckland. This is the new studio. I'm here for another, I think, 3 weeks. This is the studio in Albany. It is called The Crate. And The Crate is an amazing place. I've been so incredibly lucky to be here. I still have to make, beautiful. I still have to make a reel about The Crate to tell you all about it, because guys, this is a really special space that I really want you to try. It's the sort of thing that we combat loneliness all the time in our day-to-day lives, and we started working from home a whole lot, and then it really made isolation more apparent to us as a community, as a society. And working from an office, a space, a shared community with a whole bunch of other people, think that's what we need. And it's pretty special. I'm all about it. Wish I could stay longer, actually. Right. The blacks. The blacks, the blacks, the blacks. Arcing up through here. Coming across here. Through there and down up there. Lots of blacks at the top. What's fascinating about this picture is a lot of the blacks are up much higher in it, whereas usually the blacks will be down a little below, creating this heaviness to the picture. In this image, most of the black is going to be up the top because the water's above the character. Let's come on down here, and this area here, right after I say that, this area down the very bottom is black. Yeah, it does. Definitely depends on the profession. But I think I'm also breaking that mold too, because I'm an artist, and here I am in a workspace like this, which is pretty fun. Hey Greg, how we doing? Good to have you here. Wherever you're joining from, guys, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're looking after yourselves. There we go. Here we go. So there's lots of black down the very low point here. Up the very top, down the very bottom. That's where all the energy is going to come from. These 2 points. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful. Gonna sneak around here. To the bottom part here. There we go. Lots of black down the bottom. Perfect. It's got lots of bite because of that gesso layer that's already been applied. Good place to be. Here we are. There we go. Perfect. And then where are we going to go next? We're going to go, g'day Ryan, how are we doing? Good to see your name pop up. There we go. And this is going to come down like that. There we go. Thanks, Ronan. Appreciate that. I figured once the work had less colour on it, a nice bright shirt really helped pop. There we go. This is going to streak up through here. And then there's a cut line there. That all goes there. And that all goes there. Where else are we going to go with this? Ryan, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. It's a great day. It's an exciting day. We are putting coats on this lovely deep dive. I like the idea of a picture that was largely underwater. There's an allure to that. It's been painted commonly in recent years, but obviously it's more challenging to paint something underwater in the past because, first off, there's a period where you couldn't get a camera underwater. Second off, here's a period where they didn't have cameras at all. Joe from Santiago, do you have a challenge with scale with your subjects? It depends. I think what you need to decide is what scale you like to work to. And one of the things that we can get caught on when we work with scale is we can prefer certain scales, and it's totally okay. Van Gogh, for example, and this is a really fun example, he would paint depending on the size of his budget. If he had more money available to him, he would paint larger. He would paint larger. And when he had less money available to him, he'd paint smaller. I like working on this size and then half of this size. That's my bread and butter. So this is about as big as I'd go though, because if I stand in front of this canvas, this to here, to here, to here, it's the perfect size for me to reach all the spots on it. And I don't think I'd work on any. I do go bigger than this, but it creates its own unique challenges, and it's really fun to be able to work on this size. You're not able to stick around, Ronan. We'll miss you, but I totally get it. You've got a life to live, so go live it. Here we go. We're going to grab some clear painting medium, a bit more of this stuff. Excuse the tapping. Catch you, Ronan. All the best. Hope you have a great day. Okay. Do you know Mr. Mason Robert? I have never once heard of a Mr. Mason Robert, but he sounds like a lovely person. Aha! Perfect, Ronan. You stay safe. Look after yourself. There we go. We're going to get these saturated, popping blues in here off the bat. Really lather them on thick to enhance those darker areas. That's what we're after. There we go. Here we go. All right, and then we're going to sneak up in here. Bit more blues. There's going to be an abstraction at the start of this one. An abstraction because the water is sort of shimmering above our character. And so there'll be a period in which we're expressing the shades of something far larger than the person we see. You might start to see, we're looking at water from underneath here, which is really fun. Normally we're looking at water from top. So a lot of the time when you look at this picture, you'll imagine a wave crashing, but there is no wave. Well, we're looking at the underneath of a wave. So in effect, we're not seeing a wave, we're seeing the sky. G'day, Mike. Long time no see, and Cheryl, you will not sneak in here this time. I have seen your name, and I hope you're well. It's absolutely lovely to see your name. Here we go. Now we're going to add some of this in here. Cool, cool, cool. One step at a time. There's no need to fly. It's like learning to rush. Wait, something or other. Learning to kiss or falling in love. G'day, Mike. What a pleasure. Hope you're looking after yourself. Treated myself to a coffee. I'm going to have some electrolytes in a second. And I'm going to bring this painting through to a special spot. I was saying earlier, thanks for sharing this, Sparkle King. I appreciate you. Your ninja wasn't it? Usually Cheryl, you'd be able to sneak in here, but there's just a few less people around, so I was able to see it. So you've been caught. But I like your ninja approach. I've been enjoying it. It's mixing things up, and I'm a big fan. All right, I'm going to need some more of that clear painting medium. Here we go. I'm going to come back in just a second. I've just run that bottle out. So we're going to tap into this next one. There we go. And we're also going to embellish this with a few greens. There we go. And once I've done the purples, the blues, and the greens, we'll be in great shape to Thanks, Jack. Appreciate you. What's going on with the camera view? Does it work or does it not work? You'll have to tell me. Got notified when my Hello print was delivered. Stock to open. Oh, that's fantastic, Mike. If you need any advice on framing it, don't hesitate but to give me a bell, but I'm sure you'll be all over it. Yeah. Mahalo is incredible. I'm such a fan. I've got Mahalo myself sitting down here in the room with me right now. Probably kicking inspiration my way while I do this one. I've got no doubt. We'll try a bit of... Fair enough, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl, let me know as well. Cheryl and Mike. What's our camera like? Are we liking the camera? Is it any good? And do we think that the audio and things have improved? Or have they gone downhill? Who knows? It's just different, and every now and again the square finds your face. A square finds your face. Every now and then a square finds my face. Ah, I think I know what's happening. Hold on. I've got a method to deal with that. Nope, oh, that's not going to work. How am I going to deal with that? Oh, that's me that way. There we go. That's me the wrong way. There we go. How's that? It's a yellow square is tracking your face. All right, let me see if I can fix that. That's annoying. I see this little yellow square here doing its little bleep bleep thing. How to remove the little bleep bleep yellow square? How am I going to deal with that little yellow square, team? That's the question. I'm not quite sure. Audio is really good though. Perfect. So I've got good audio, but we're dealing with an interim change of pace, sound and video all good on my end. Yeah, it's the autofocus square, the yellow square in your video. Okay, because we're streaming off an iPad at the moment, and so the little yellow square will be, it'll actually disappear once the sun goes down, but I see what's happening there. I gotcha. And hello, Victoria, by the way. Hope you're doing well. It's not annoying though. Okay, cool. Persevere with it for today, and I'll figure out how to deal with it next time. It won't be there next time. I'm not sure what I'll do to deal with it just yet, but I'll find a way. YouTube videos are usually my bread and butter. They'll show me the way. We know the way. Thanks, Mike. What are we painting today? So we're painting a picture that I've labeled as a deep dive. So that's what we're calling this one. So you'll start to see a few little indications of what it is. It's a lady and she's underwater. She's just dived under the water and she's holding a surfboard. So this is our lady. Her arm comes here, holding the surfboard, comes up here, and the wave that she's dived under is overhead here. We're looking from the water outside. So we're under the water with her. Can we see the oh, of course you can. That's fair enough. That's good enough. Here's the reference shot. That's what we're working to. There we go. That's what we're working to. And so we're just going to slowly build her out, bit by bit. And hopefully, we get something special. But you never know. There we go. Perfect. Bit more blues coming up through here. And we can see the one, some controls on, yeah, okay. All right. The iPad isn't perfect for the job, but oh, now you said lady and said, well, that's cool. That's good you see it. Yeah, put up with the controls right now. I'll get those sorted. But we're in an experimental stage right now, guys. We're trying to ascertain if we can stream off some new devices, some new changes, and it's been a pretty tough day to figure it all out, to be honest. But we've made some really good strides in actually working out what's going to work in the long term for it. But there's still more work to go. Hey, if it works, we still see you painting it. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm with you. But there's still, although we've taken some serious strides, audio has been the easiest thing to fix so far. I feel like we've made some massive strides with audio, but we've sort of dropped the ball a little bit. I've dropped the ball a little bit on the visuals. So I've got the visuals getting fixed. I say got the visuals getting fixed. I'm slowly fixing the visuals, but it takes time. I have to watch a lot of YouTube videos. I'm used to the video filling up my phone screen. Now there's black, oh my God, is there black borders on it? This is a shocker. I wonder if I can fix the black borders. Hold on. I reckon I can fix black borders. There we go. Okay. We are in the process of learning how to use this new wild and complex system. But now we've lost the black borders, we've got our audio, and everything's looking great. Everything's looking up. So I'm excited. There we go. Sneaking up the side there. This is encroaching through here. Some bubbles splaying through there. And then we've got water cascading down through here. Cut line goes this way. Perfect. Where else are we going to go? Just up in here. And then we're going to sneak through here with just a few to get us going. There we go. Just a few. Now we're talking to it, little bit by little bit. And then this part here, she actually spins up fast. We've put her in the wrong place there, so we're gonna actually dramatically alter her right off the bat. That camera view also took it, oh, fantastic. All right. That was unintentional, but I'm glad because that's a huge win if they're gone. Let's dive back on the blacks. Just make sure we get this face right here in the right spot. Right here, right now, right here, right now. There we go. So that surfboard goes like that, but it actually goes like that. There we go. Just drastically alter her whole position. But now I'm feeling much better about that than I was before. Just angle the whole person up. So she's actually already in the process of moving, which is pretty wild. I like that. Now let's grab a bunch of these purples, and just slash a few of them around here. Deep dive in these purples. Hello, Dane. So this piece is called Deep Dive. And this piece is because I really, really wanted to do something that was its own identity, but was enjoying the features that come with water. So in this case here, the water we wanted to capture is a similar style to what we did in Mahalo, but in this case, it's going to be a bit more wild, a bit more over the show. The difference is Mahalo was above the water, looking down through it as well. The viewer in Mahalo is dry, you're outside the water. With this one, it's going to give a different feeling. With this one, the viewer is going to be inside the water, looking out at the sky. So it's a different viewpoint, and it will overall give you a very different feeling. This one here is not a commission. It's a project of love. It's something I wanted to make. And we're doing it in between our fantastic wedding photos and amongst our fantastic dog portraits and some upcoming landscapes, with the intention of just helping us stay in tune. Stay in tune with creating something beautiful. Here we go. Look at that. Deep dive. Lots of blacks. Fantastic. All right, that's enough of those blacks. We're going to leap onto our next color, and we're going to switch down to a smaller brush. Much smaller, a third of the size. That's where we want to be. But most of the pictures we do here, sorry, I missed that comment before, are commissions. Sometimes we choose something a little bit more wild, something a little fun, something a little to round off the commissions that we are getting. And in this case, Deep Dive just adds that element of water that we were lacking. And water is beautiful. Water is something that turns up so well in paint, because the thing about water is it's always moving, always fleeting, always changing. But when we paint it, we solidify it. We make it something solid. We make it something permanent. And that's an interesting combination between paint and between water. I'm a big fan of it. Now, we're jumping on the smaller brush. We're just going to capture the cobalt blue. So it's going to sneak into these blacks a little bit, over the top for the most case, and just play. Just play. There we go. Those greens were wild. They were fun to use, all over the show. There we go. I'm going to sneak through here with a little bit. And we're going to sneak over here with a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And down here. Right, now we're talking to it. Just a little bit. There's some more around here. The strokes are still quite expressive, but not too thick just yet. We're keeping that lightness in them. Oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep watching over my brother's soul. And if the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over during the sun. The night is burning, I'll cover my eyes. There we go. Hello, Greg. How we doing? Greg, I think I recognize the profile picture there too, Greg. Did you catch the last stream that was done on our canine companion? If you didn't, we may be swapping over if I put too much paint on this. And you'll see them, which will be pretty fun. Because when the night is burning, I will cover my eyes. Dark wind turns, inspires you when you're painting alone. You obviously love to sing. Lots of different kinds of music, guys. Probably the most inspiring. I like things that have a story behind them, because when you're painting, when you're into a flow state, it's really fun to do it behind a compelling story. Love stories, messages. Xavier Rudd tells a lot of stories in his music. That stops you from getting lost in a tune, and it starts you to get lost in a someone else's inspiration, someone else's story. Thanks, Mike. Right. Here we go. Beautiful. Just coming down here. A few more of these wild colours. Sneaking in here. Sneaking down here. Now we're talking to it. These big drag lines from this wave. Big expressive movements that make this whole wave come together. Baby, come back to me. I'm not sure that's what Donnie's trying to say, but that's what it reminds me of. I should have never set you free. Baby, come back to me. Dun 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 dun. Baby, come back. Here we go. Just getting this nice wholesome colour down. There's this underlying base coat. This blue that helps form the image into something. Form it into this depth of water we're trying to express. This wild, crazy depth of water. There we go. A bit more goes through there. I'm going to sneak down here with a whole bunch more. There we go. Deep blue, baby. Deep blue. That's what we're after. A lot of it. Really expressing those depths in the water. And then, once we've had our fun with this colour, we leap off onto our turquoise, which will be fun. That makes it 3 shades of blue to kick off the painting before we even consider adding in our reds and our yellows. Lots of blues. An underline culture of blues. There we go. I should have brought you flowers. I should have held your hand. Should have give you all my loving when I had the chance. There we go. That's going to scoop around there just lightly. I'm going to smooth these ones out a bit more because this is the darker area. That's more black than it is blue, and that's okay. We'll let it be black. There we go. We're going to have some real fun though once we start adding in these colours to the surrounding, through this part here. This is very turquoise and there's some white in here too. So we're going to do all of that today. With a bit of luck, the overall complexion, that's what I'm looking for, the overall look of the artwork will appear. And then we can start adding in some tonal changes tomorrow. We will see. We will see. There we go. It comes to there. Fantastic. There we go. This is going to be all saturated blue. Doing its wild thing. Wild thing. You make my heart sing. There we go. We're going to come in here with a little bit. And then we're going to leap across into our turquoise. Popping colour. Whole lot of colour. There we go. There we go. So much popping colour in this turquoise. It's going to help represent these lighter areas, and hopefully it constructs a bit more of a representation and likeness of what's going on in this picture. Maybe. It's hard to tell. Who knows? Who knows? There we go. Little bits through there. And we're going to come down here. Perfect. And then inside the character herself, it's a she this time as well, which is fun. Because Mahalo is male. So now we've got a female character. A female lead. There we go. Here we go. And this is just going to sneak up around here with these ones, bit by bit, and then this is going to be captured up in here. More turquoise. I grabbed a lot of turquoise because I knew how much we'd be using, how much we'd need. There's still a lot of transparency gel through these paints with a goal of actually making them dry fast for us. Peace and quiet, open air, time to love, time to care. There we go. I'm going to sneak over here a little bit too. I might just leap you guys back a little bit so you can see the overall picture that we're working on here. Trying to get motion sickness as I move here. There we go. Beautiful. Hopefully you can make out some more of the picture there. Right, so we're still adding the turquoise in. It's starting to frame the character here, and there's going to be a bit more that goes up into these top areas. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. Oh, wow. Captures the hat on the side too. I didn't know it would do that. There we go. I'm going to grab that there, up through there. A lot of colour, a lot of fun, a lot of energy. Coming up here, there we go. And then creeping around here. I'm going to stop mixing the transparency gel through this turquoise now, and I'm just going to let it go on thick. And what that's going to do, it's going to make these giant pops of colour that really stand out, scream out to you. It says, hey, I'm turquoise, and I'm here to stay. There we go. Peace and quiet, open air, time to love, time to care. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There we go. Gonna swap back onto our deep blues again. Pop these into a few areas. A mix between the blue and the turquoise. With just a little bit of gloss gel. We're gonna use that. Keep representing this wave. We can't put enough strokes into this wave. We can literally keep going as much as we want to represent it. There's so much happening in it, so much energy, so much vitality. There we go. Beautiful. I'm going to come on around here. A bit more up here. And then down here. Just a little bit. G'day, Jay. How we doing? And thank you very much. Yeah, I'm liking the green. The green wants to throw down. It wants to express itself, it wants to be present. I think it stands out a whole lot more too because we've only added in blues so far. So the green stands out on its own because it's including this yellow, which otherwise currently doesn't exist in the picture. Now, we're going to be a little more wild here too. We're going to include a colour that definitely hasn't been added yet. A pastel lilac. Wild. Very unorthodox. Pastel lilac. Mix it up in here. It's going to dive into those blues. Give us a really soft baby blue. Hey Angel, how you on? How you doing? How you on? Tripping over my words. There we go. There we go. Just going to leap down through here as well. There we are. Perfect. I'm just going to pursue it over here a little bit too. And there's some bubbles coming off her feet through here. We'll just make those appear. And a little bit more through here. Little steps. Hey you. That's a fun name. There we go. This is going to come down here. Yeah. Always enjoy adding white to a picture. It's like it gets in there and just really starts creating this contrast. You can really start seeing the picture come together. But you don't want to get too specific with it. Just let it be playful as it hits the surface of the canvas. Going in all directions, doing its own thing. Doing its own thing. Ooh. Where do we go next? Just up here. This is going to be all white through here. Beautiful. And then sneaking up here. Perfect. Where else are we going to go? Huge amount all up through here. Is it this whole area? Not quite, but it's going to feel like it as we start doing it. It's huge amount through the space. There we go, connected in there. We're not too worried about making it look all nice and smooth. There's so many other colours that are going to come in here and alter, reshape and reform a lot of what's happening in there. There we go. I really love how you see art. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. I love how you see art, especially if you like this kind of art. There we go. Expand that out through there. The aqua the turquoise. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? The turquoise is very fun. Turquoise has that little bit of yellow in it, so it's actually matching really nicely with that green we've already added to it. Just adding that depth to the colours. We're going to come back through with some wild decisions. Those wild decisions are going to be vermilions, they're going to be reds, they're going to be pinks, magentas, whatever we can find to have some real wild fun. But as the underlying base, it's fun to get those accurate, murky, deep water colours. At least I reckon anyway. I love learning from you. Oh, thank you very much. Do I act? Jeepers. I suppose I'm acting right now. Am I acting right now? Maybe. Some people think I'm a painter, but I only pretend to paint. I'm just a really good actor. Imagine. There we go. I did a bit of drama in high school, which was really fun, to be honest. Thoroughly enjoyed it, but no. I love painting, guys. Painting's my thing. I do acting, but I just haven't seen proof that I could make people as happy as I can make them through paint. There we go. A little bit more through here, a little bit more up here. Where else are we going to go? This is going to form a little cut line in here. There we go. Down a little bit there. Keep encroaching. Now we're talking to it. Now we're talking to it. Thanks, Angel. Where else are we going to go? A little bit there, a little bit there. Still need to get those whites, so we're just going to keep encroaching into our white paint. And it's going to combine really nicely on the top. You're starting to fall asleep, Victoria. I appreciate that you jumped on it all. So you have a good night's sleep. And now that we've got all this gear sorted out though, I plan to be on earlier in the morning. So with a bit of luck, I'll see you then. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe. Regardless though, have a good night's sleep. I will catch you when I see you. There we go. Bye. All right. Just keep these popping colors coming through here. There we go. Where else are we gonna go? Just through here. Perfect. 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 Just keep moving those pastels in there. Let it represent that in all the fun ways. There we go. A little bit more through there. Sneaking through there. Beautiful. Probably need a bit more up here, to be honest. Let me sneak up here. See where else I can get this. Right up at the top. Bit more of that transparency gel, just to make the paint flow better. There we go. Get that flow behind the paint. That's what I'm after. That lovely flow in the paint. Make it look wet permanently. That's what we're after. That's what we want. That goes to there. That's that part, so that's that part, and that comes in there as well. Perfect. Then we've got some fun happening over here. Just going to capture it bit by bit though. Slowly start representing these little waves behind the board. Jumping back into the blues, whole lot of blues. There we go. Hello blues. These ones really want to pop. It's a mixture of that pastel color and our deep blues. So it's wanting to go in all sorts of wild directions. There we go. Here we go. There we go. And more down through here. And then we're going to creep through here with a little bit. And here. On the tail. There we go. Perfect. How are we looking? Let's have a little look-see. Yeah, we got a lady. We got a lady starting to show up. We got some fun happening. It's handy being able to look at the screen down there too, because when I look at the screen, it's very helpful to see the picture in a smaller form. And the smaller form allows me to know, okay, overall the composition's heading in this direction. Quick little snapshot without having to stand back from the work, which is pretty fun. Obviously, there's very, very few substitutes for actually stopping and standing back and examining where you're at, but as a quick little glimpse every now and again, having a little phone there is fantastic. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that. I appreciate you. Right. Next step. Next step. What's it gonna be? We definitely are. We definitely are what? I'm confused. I'm confused. Right, scratchy, scratchy. Let's have a look-see here. Yeah, the next colour. I think I'm excited for some vermilion, guys. Vermilions? Or am I going to go for a last-minute swap to pink? They're both exceptionally tempting. Yeah, let's go for a last-minute pink swap. I think that's fun. Oh, pink, brilliant magenta. Brilliant magenta is going to be the go. Let's go get some brilliant magenta in here. And I'm going to get a little bit more clear painting medium. This is going to be good. Here we go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now, excuse me while I just get myself a little bit of this and a little bit of this in my little coffee cup. Here we go. Yum, yum, yum. Perfect. Mixy, 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 mixy. Right. Woo. Oh, what a delightful flavour. No, not at all. In fact, when we were doing Greg's work, red was one of the first colours we attacked it with. So there's really no system here. Sometimes you'll wonder, hey Alicia or Alicia? I forget. I'm feeling amazing, by the way. It's a great day. I've got to work here. I spent the first half of the day trying to set up a new camera, audio system thing. Failed dismally. That's okay. We got halfway there, and I think there's still some ground to go. But on the bright side, even though I didn't get it all working, I know that it can work. So that's really positive. Sorry, I was saying that, no, but in this case here, because it's a water picture, I've started with blue as the underlying colour. But there's really no need to do that. I just wanted to create that feeling of depth right off the bat. You don't need to do that though with C. Usually with C, you'd start with any other colour other than the blues. And the reason you do that is you're already going to have such a you're going to be so lenient towards grabbing more blues and trying to add them into the picture. So avoiding blues at all costs will encourage a picture to take on other colours, for you to spot other things in it and develop it in different ways that you probably thought it couldn't go in. So, huge fan of doing whatever colour you want to do. In this case here though, I felt like blues. So here we are using blues. What a fun place to be. Right, where are we going to go next? Just up here. Perfect. Thick paint. Get it on there nice and thick. Normally I wouldn't paint on this thick, but because I don't need to grab the likeness of this lady or the likeness of this wave, it exists for me and only for me. Well, for all of us. I don't need to worry about going too thick with the paint. I'm going to let it go thick. I'm going to let it go wild. I'm going to let it be all the crazy colours that it seems like it wants to be. And we'll see where that takes us. Who knows? Here we go. A little bit through there. Ba-da-bam-bam-bam. You get a bit more movement in there. A bit more in there. And then we're going to sneak out here a little bit. Like that. Now we're talking to it. Where else are we going to go? Just up in here. Perfect. And across here. Now we're talking to it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. Dearie me. There we go. I'm just going to keep splashing around these paints a little bit. Splashing around these paints a little bit. I'm just going to sneak down here for a moment, guys. And do a little thingy-bobby There we go. I was using those little things, but I didn't like them. Those little floating things sort of get in the way of everything. It's nice to have them, but meh. There we go. There we go. Of the 19 people we have here, who's happy without those little things there? I know I am. There we go. Coming down here with the thickness of a wave. Oh, misty eye of the mountain below. Painting layers as we go. Where are we going to go next? Just at the top here. Splash across here. A few little ripples coming in there. And a bit of hair goes there. Me too. Right. You saying you're happy to see him go? Fantastic. I just thought it was a feature that came with the screen that I'm using here. And so I thought maybe I'll give it a go. But honestly, I like old school. I don't like all the flashing bells and whistles. I just like paint going on a canvas that we can all just enjoy together. It's like, it sort of feels like you're putting a billboard on it, to be honest. And you're like, ooh, Cheryl, hand up. You know you don't need to put your hand up, Cheryl. You can just ask straight away. Oh dear. There we go. Little bits here, little bits here. You know, sometimes, guys, I do enjoy it when it's just a nice, relaxed stream. I can just add in these colours with you. A little bit of company, a little bit of fun. It's like when you go to a house party. Best house parties when there's just a few people there, and you all bond better. I never really liked the big busy parties. I couldn't hear anyone anyway. I can't hear too well when there's lots of people all talking, doing their thing. Bars and clubs, I'm an absolute write-off. Can't hear anything anyone says. That's me saying me too and perfect. Well, I'm glad we're all on the same team. This is good. This is good. Let me see here. Yeah, it's coming together fast, Mike, but part of the fun of the ocean is that the ocean's not going to be two colours side by side flat. That's how you'd represent something like maybe a concrete wall. But in terms of the ocean, it's many, many, many layers on top of each other, building out to create this depth, the saturation, this wet look of the ocean. So we'll do that step by step and see if we can actually get a slight representation of the ocean out of that. But there's no guarantee. We don't just want paint to be wild paint, to be everywhere. We want the wild primal paint to represent the ocean, for you to feel a little bit of the serene peace that I'm sure this lady feels as she goes under this wave and spends just a moment as she holds her breath before coming up back into the air. Because, like I was saying before, the thing I love most about this one is we're actually underwater with her. We're experiencing this moment under the water and looking up into the looking up into the sorry, just wiping the plate here a little bit. There we go. We're looking up into the sky. So we're an aquatic creature, a thing. We could be a fish. Of course, their eyes work differently, but the way we see her and the wave, we're down there experiencing the moment with her in this frozen moment. A couple of colours and minutes go so fast. Oh yeah, time goes fast. Time goes fast. I hope you're liking it so far too. The overall composition of the image won't really change now. It'll hold this ground, but you'll start to accentuate or notice areas more as we go on. The most fun areas are not going to be her. She's actually quite dark. The contrast on her, the contrast on her makes her quite dark and underexposed would be the right word. along with a few areas in this wave. These areas here, boof, boof, are going to be more significant than here because although they're dark as well, they're going to grab those other colours and include them in there. The most fun area is going to be behind at her back legs here with all these colours swirling up in the bubbles that are following her feet as she dived under. And then over here where the wave is actually rippling through the sun and coming through the water. And so you'll see these streak lines hitting out here in a variety of colours. That's going to be the two best parts. Are words hard right now, Seb? The words are wording you. Yeah, look, I try to be honest too, guys, when I make like talking reels as well. If I trip over my words, I try and keep it in there because I feel like we get in our heads that everyone's really, really articulate and can make their point clearly and cleverly. Honestly, guys, I trip over my words all the time and I make so many mistakes in what I'm trying to say and I mess up what I'm trying to say and I like sort of have to fall back on me saying, I hope you get the general gist of what I was saying because I lost it. And that's totally okay. But yes, words are wording me right now. I'm getting wordled. There we go. Here we are. Just pop a bit of this in here. And we're just going to, let that display up there. Let it spread some more. I probably didn't put enough out there, to be honest. I was too shy. He was shy on the pinks. But there was no need to be because the pinks are so fun and so cool. We can just spread them out and make them as wild as possible. There we go. They actually come all the way across this far side of the canvas. It oddly adds the... That's how you know it's live because Seb can't finish a sentence. That's the giveaway. You'd be like, was it live or a recording? But I don't know. He was stuttering every 5 seconds. Sounds like it was live. Let's go through here. This is the part of entry. This is fascinating. Right here, the light's capturing the shimmering water that she's actually gone into. And it creates a cut line there. Oomph, boomfa. So very, very fun. Seb's in Auckland. I am Devon. I am Cheryl. This is Auckland. This is the Crate. It's an amazing space. So I've been here for 2 weeks and I'm here for another 3, possibly. And I'm here painting in the Crate. And the room that I'm in, once I leave it, is going to be available. So if you're looking at a place to join, become a part of, this place is pretty cool. Good community, great coffee, great people. Andy, who looks after the Crate, is the most incredible guy. Honestly, I'd call the Crate and have a yarn if you're looking for a place to be, because he'll look after you. And even if you don't fit the Crate, pretty cool if you're looking at getting out of isolation to actually talk with someone about what might be possible, because a lot of these people are on desks in here and they're all just hanging out having an amazing time. In fact, yeah, I feel like I'm going out more when I come to work now than I did previously. I just feel like I'm coming into a community, which is really fun. So, gold star from me. I would like to visit New Zealand. Well, Devon, we're welcome to be here anytime. I'll suggest some great spots. I'll tell you where the best coffee is. And pink, the stream would not be complete unless I was midway through putting the pink on it and you arrive. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. You're by the window, so it helps with extra light. Oh, does it right now? Let me see that. Yeah, sort of does, doesn't it? Sort of does, sort of does. Fun position. And for the first time in my life. That was a bad stroke. That was in the wrong place. But luckily, it's a massive canvas and I can get away with that sort of stuff. There we go. Beautiful. It's like TikTok's algorithms watching the painting, and the moment it sees pink getting added to the painting, it sends pink a notification. But until then, it doesn't breathe a word to them. I can imagine that being possible. Better still, if it was just the AI learning that decided to do it, and we had no human had any input in that being the case. There we go. And there's just a little more right up in here in this top corner, splashing out there. There we go. That's probably all the pink, but we're not finished with that colour. We're going to dive onto the next shade, which is going to be vermilion. 1 in a million is vermilion. There we go. It would be interesting if that was the case. Well, it could be. It could be. I mean, currently with our evidence so far, it's compelling to think it is. There we go. A little bit of vermilion. So we're going to slowly move into our reds, with the final colour that we're going to leap on being the yellows. Here we go. Bang, bang. A bit more clear painting medium. There we go. This stuff here keeps the paint nice and moist. If I let it get too thick, it won't spread nicely, so I want a bit of this through it. Here we go. Wonderful. Vermilion. The colour that's going to add all the pop. Ooh, did I disappear on us, did I? I broke everything, guys. My bad. We should be golden on that front now, but now how do I add the video source? Add the video source, add the video source. Rotate 90, rotate 90, rotate 90. Cropping. There we go. There we go. Oh, that just made a little